Alright, so I want to make a quick video here, and by quick I mean it's literally on my phone, going to be like 5 minutes. So I apologize for the quality, but this is my girlfriend's car. It's 2013 Chevy Cruze, 1.4 Eco Boost, Eco Tech, whatever the hell they call it. Anyhow, it had this issue, and of course it's not doing it now, or it hasn't been doing it lately. Haven't been running it lately to find out if it's doing it. But I ran it to work one night because I was in the middle of fixing something on my truck, and I parked it. I came out after work in the morning, and the thing wouldn't start. I left it sit for 2 days, had my buddy come up with a trailer. We were going to, load it on the trailer, get it back so I could mess with it, and it fired right up. Like, no questions, no hesitation. So I drove it, and we drove it up here too, and it was running fine. But I'm not sure why it didn't start that one time. It was like 2 days that it wouldn't start. So my guesses are the injector, the fuel rail pressure sensor, which I also have, and then a fuel pump. Ain't changed the fuel pump out unless I know it's the fuel pump. So right now we're doing the injectors, and basically I couldn't find any, I had to piece a couple videos together to figure out what the hell to do. So over here, because this one doesn't have, the 2012 and up, I guess, don't have an actual fuel pump relay. So the two fuses that you're going to pull out to get the fuel pump to shut off is one of the ones up here. I think it's 67 there, this top one. And then over here, it's 19 here, I believe. No, 18, I'm sorry. 18 here. Red fuse goes in here. Then over here, it's this yellow 20 amp. This red one, I forget what the hell it is. 10. So you pull those out, start the car up, let it run till it dies. Shouldn't take very long. You can do that a couple times to be sure. But basically what that is making sure is that there's no fuel in this rail. This thing right here, there's a little clip, which, by the way, there's a plastic cover that goes on here and on the fuse box that you got to pop off to get to stuff. The fuse box is just these, not this one, these little tabs. This is the opposite side, but they have two little ears like this that you squeeze together. But this little clip holds that part of the fuel rail on like such, and you can just pop it off. And if you have the tool, you can pop this guy off entirely. However, I don't have a specialized Chevy Cruze tool because I don't own one. So I popped this off to make it easier to pull this out of the way. And what you're going to do next is down in between these two, you will see a screw right down in between. It is this guy. It is a reverse Torx. However, if you don't have a reverse Torx, like I don't have a reverse Torx, an 8mm socket fits pretty well. So as long as yours isn't, corroded to hell, you can get away with that. So you pop it off, and then the next one is these two guys up here are going to be a T30 Torx. There are those guys there. Pull those out, and then this whole thing should move, and you can pop all of the injectors out by just pulling that up out. So the next thing is you'll have these clips, which, move this before I drop anything. You'll have these clips that hold the fuel injectors in, which are super simple to connect. I don't know how I can get it so you guys can see exactly how they interface. Right behind that, right there, you can see it, right in the middle of the screen here. And the way that is sitting on there is like this. So all you have to do is spread this open side apart a little bit, and then you can push it right off. Obviously, be careful not to lose these. I already have these two off. But from there, all you have to do is put a little bit of force, which I'm probably going to have to do with a screwdriver, on these injectors, and they'll pop right off. So before you put the new ones in, if you have a vacuum or something to clean out where the old ones were and all that kind of stuff, I would advise doing that. If you're doing the coils to try to help with like a misfire or something, you could also do the or I'm sorry, if you're doing the injectors, you could also do the coils, which again, pretty sure it's also T30. But you remove this little wire, this connector here, and then you can just pull this whole thing up out, and everything is connected to there. You just remove the old spark plugs from down in. I don't remember what size socket it is. We remove the spark plugs, put the new spark plugs in, and then the coils are attached. I might be mistaken. It honestly might be this entire rail. I don't remember 100%. Either they pop off and go on this rail like they do the fuel rail, or it's this whole piece. Again, it's been a minute since I've done that. I don't remember, but it's something along those lines. Super simple as well. You just have to pop this cover. This says Ecotech or whatever the hell up on top. Pop it off, and you get access to all of this junk. So, yeah, if you guys are going to do this, trying to cure a misfire or whatever, there you go.